The MRE Oven marketing team came to the Fort Drum Exchange on Veterans Day weekend. And it was a great day. Met the soldiers, sold a bunch of MRE ovens, and the most common question that we received was, well, how does it work? So let me tell you, we had a field research team run this study for us. So they started out with refrigerated meal packs. The one on the left, as you can see through this heat camera, had a temperature of 15 degrees, and the meal pack on the right was 16 degrees. The ground temperature was 23 degrees, translated to an air temperature of about 30 degrees. So you can see here we're filming the start of an MRE heater activation. The MRE heater on the left, the heat camera is showing that it's not quite as hot as the one on the right. And this is consistent with the way that the heaters work. They don't all ignite or activate the same way every single time. Some of them are weak, some of them are strong, and you kind of just don't know which one you're going to get. So the one that was weak and on the left, we decided to put that one in the MRE oven. And we put the strong one in the cardboard sleeve. And then we captured the heat of each one. Now you can see, this is how the MRE oven works. You can see the heat escaping on the right, escaping into the cold environment. And you can see on the left, there's very little heat visible. That's because the heat is inside the MRE oven, reflecting around and heating up the meal. All right, and this is just another angle showing you the escaping heat. And you can see in this one, we read a temperature of 66.2 degrees. Now that's through the cardboard sleeves. The MRE heater is actually hotter than that. However, the temperature read as it passes through the sleeve is 66 degrees. But if you look just above it, you can see that there's barely any heat coming off the MRE oven. And that's because the MRE oven is holding all the heat inside. And that's the gist of how it works. It keeps all the heat inside instead of letting it escape into the environment. Make sure that it cooks the meal instead of just cooking the air. And so what we found was there was a 39-degree temperature measured coming off the MRE oven and 66 degrees coming off the cardboard sleeve. And that means that 27 degrees is lost to the surroundings when the air temperature is 30 degrees. As the air temperature drops, this loss will become greater. So those of you who've trained in 10-degree weather, 0-degree weather, that loss will become even greater. Now, finally, at the end of it, we pulled the MRE meal packs out of the cardboard sleeve and out of the MRE oven, and then we took a temperature. And you can see these crosshairs tell you exactly what that temperature was. So after 12 minutes, you can see it on the clock here. I had an iPad running time for us. The meal pack in the top left, that was inside of the MRE oven. It had a temperature of 82 degrees. You see that in the top left corner, corresponds with where the crosshairs are. And the lower right-hand one had a temperature of 52 degrees. So this is a summary of that. Trial 1 is what we call it. At 30-degree temperature, you get a meal pack of 82 degrees with a weaker MRE heater, we should add. And so overall, that means that we went from 15 to 82 degrees with the MRE oven, adding 67-degree temperature to a meal pack, while the cardboard sleeve only went from 16 degrees to 52 degrees, only 36 degrees. That's a 31-degree difference, which is very close to the 27 degrees that we showed escaping into the environment. So that is the gist of how the MRE oven works. It prevents heat from escaping into the environment and make sure it just cooks your MRE. Get your MRE oven at MREoven.com.